Here we go. Ready? Break.
All right. William's a little behind.
Yeah.
I'm behind.
What else is new?
Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. All 8 of you, 10 of you maybe. It's playoff time. Got a little extra viewers. In regular season is over. We got almost a full crew here, missing Jose, but we do have the return of Castro. It's been a while for you.
What's up, everyone? Let me start off by
Shut the
apologizing
fuck up.
for these claims. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
That's it.
Castro. William, Wigged William. This is playoff William.
It's Willoma.
Willoma?
Wilma?
Just
Wilma?
Willow might be good enough. I think that's a real name.
It's playoff time. Big Willie here.
William flexes and his hair grows out.
This is a rare thing and a rare sighting.
And you hear him laughing. Our new editor and
Chief.
glue extraordinaire squeezes his way into full time. Welcome back, Fonz.
Thank you.
Squeeze
Mark.
those butt cheeks.
Yeah, enjoyed. Oh man, I was laughing so hard at the last episode because we were making that joke early on about Troy, that if the Cowboys beat the Eagles, that Deez would mirror Brad Pitt and Troy and go out and call him by his name, and then I was actually shocked with how I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but how on point our references were, because you intercut on the YouTube channel those exact scenes, and I said something like, "Yeah, Brad Pitt screams his name," and he screams his name a lot. And somebody mentioned that, yeah, he's like saying his goodbyes to his family. It's 100% what happened. And then you, Fonz, I think it said that, yeah, I mean, I would have been exhausted just from yelling. And I was like, no, man, as soon as Eric Bannon got down there, Brad Pitt just talked some mad shit and killed his ass. Dude, it was more intense than I remember. His opening line is like, "You will not have eyes tonight."
Yeah, I had to do some editing on that. There was definitely a whole conversation before Brad Pitt started talking shit to him. But yeah,
I like the edit version.
it did get to the point. Yeah, so and then I just cut to him killing him at the end.
Yeah, for those that were invested, wanted to see the resolution of that scene. Yeah, no, it was a good laugh. So hopefully some people logged in to enjoy it. It felt like Noe saw it eventually because he actually chimed in.
Yeah, for Noah, I had to put it on Facebook for him to know that the episode's out. I guess he could look in the league chat. So. But yeah, he doesn't have Instagram.
Well, we make it easy to find, as easy as you can. You've been posting up everywhere, so thanks for taking the reins. I was thinking about that too. It's like Fonz saw an opportunity. He's like, there's a gap in effort here. It's really easy to come in and just cement myself just because I'm simply willing to do something.
Yeah, I like editing it. It's fun, especially when we have these references. Man, Liam, can you stop?
What's he doing?
He's doing nothing. He's just staring.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing?
Is it like looking into a mirror, Fonz?
I don't have my eyes covered. You can see both my eyes.
Oh, hey guys! Welcome back to the podcast. I love editing. I love taking it up the butt too.
Fonz, is that you, Fonz?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, that's me, Fonz.
Hey, what's up, guys?
For somebody who's lived with like your entire life, you do the worst impression.
Because we already sounded like so. I was gonna do anything. It's really, my head's getting really warm though, for real.
Take it off.
There it is.
Take it off.
Oh,
Came in. That's William's weekend drag wig.
I know. I felt like I was in drag for a minute. Like, what happened to my hair?
Did you feel free, Will?
I did.
You feel like your true self. Well, it's over, guys. Regular season is complete. it flew by. It certainly flew by. All 14 weeks gone. Jose is not here, but even without him, 3 out of the 4 of us are still alive. Sorry, Fonz. I told you all year long that when you were 0-8, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. There's going to be some regression coming, and you caught fire. I think you won 5 out of the last 6 or something like that to finish the year at 5-9. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, started 0-8 and finished 5-1, and I think won high score 3 out of 4 weeks, something like that. So you gave everyone a little taste of what they're going to get in 2024, and chances are you're not on the outside looking in. But we wish you luck this year in the losers bracket as you try and officially bring your season to a close by beating your opponent, and of course it is Scott this week.
Ooh.
Got my first opponent. Jeez, man.
We're gonna test how strong you really are right away.
That's
Not,
so much.
not bad enough you played him twice. Now you got to get him a third time.
Uh, I
Can't
think
wait
Scott's
for
gonna.
I can't
And
wait
when
for
I
next
don't.
week's episode for the fuck you, Scott.
And this one I don't want to win just because I want to get a higher draft pick or a higher chance for a draft pick, a first
Uh,
round pick.
no,
You
that's
do.
actually. What were you gonna say, Castro?
I was saying you do want to win then, because this is the line's set up. The line's upset, or sorry, the standings are set up. But if you go all the way down into the finals of this, you risk losing the.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right.
You get the shit ball.
Great,
That's why.
great point. Great reminder. We didn't even plan that, but yes, Fonz demonstrating the confused league member for anyone out there listening. Your ranking is set. So yes, Noe, currently you will have the best odds at the #1 pick in the lottery.
I
But
didn't look at that.
if you lose, if whoever loses this toilet bowl will have their odds diminished slightly because we do it backwards. You'll get an extra ball thrown in. You don't want a ball picked out, but if you lose, you will get an extra one thrown in to represent you. And we're going to do our best to not confuse it like we did with Castro's last year.
Word.
But yeah, so we haven't gone over the standings yet. I guess we can talk really quickly about who won. But the fun thing about playoff time is there's only 4 relevant games instead of 6 because of some bye weeks. So hopefully we can get through these pretty quick. But yeah, going back, I mentioned that all 6 playoff teams were facing off against each other. 5 playoff teams had been locked in. The last spot was between you, Castro, and Warrick. You had kind of on paper, it appeared to be kind of a cakewalk matchup. A little bit of a scare early in the day. Yeah, I guess you can never really close the case when it's Miller on the other side. You never fully know.
Yeah, I started off not even paying attention to my game, and I like it should be good. And I was the biggest like Ravens fan for like the day it was gross. I hate it. Anytime Lamar did something, I was just cheering on Justin's team. But yeah, Miller. And then I looked back. I was like, I think I had scored a touchdown with Gibbs and like the crew, and I was like, oh, it's done. It's set in stone. And then I don't remember what point it was, but it was like Evan Ingram had 21 points, and like Cooper Kupp had points. I was like, what the heck's going on? And like our projections were like 10 points apart. And they're within 10, I think. And I'm like, this is gonna be so stupid if Miller does this to me. And I was thinking about was like the stupid Amari Cooper garbage time touchdown that I complained about one year. He was with the Cowboys still, and it was Andy Dalton threw it to Amari Cooper
against the Cardinals. I remember that.
Yeah, and that was like the one thing and I was like, God damn it, Miller's gonna find a way to fuck me. And like I was so scared going into Monday night because I was like, if anyone has the power to make stupid
Dontavian Wicks. Yeah.
Yeah, Dom, like relevant.
Seriously.
Yeah, dude, the Packers defense really sucks. Like all on him, I was like, geez, he almost ran like a 30-yard touchdown in. I'd have been so upset. But luckily, and the thing too was like I had to sweat it all the way to the end because it wasn't until the end till like everything just kind of tilted one way. So it was until like fourth quarter for both games, like when Hop actually got catches and the touchdown, and then like that was like okay, it's done. Fine, my nightmare is over.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah, Hopkins didn't play until Monday night. He had a monster game too.
He did.
Um,
He did.
in
My
that
God.
in that comeback win for you, and then Romeo Dodd. Man, you guys had a lot of Monday night players going. But you're right. Fucking Tommy DeVito, 17.4 on that night. Then you had to sweat Dontavian Wicks. What's hilarious is Miller literally got 0 points from his two starting receivers, Tutu Atwell and Gabe Davis. William
Could have told you that, right?
got 0 points, and then point 0.6 from his running back. So that's three positions combined for point 0.6, and he still made you sweat because of this other bullshit.
The fucking Evan Ingram fucking puts up 20, and Cooper Kupp is alive again, I guess. So, yeah, it was all very annoying. I think there was another. Oh, Kareem Hunt, I think, got a touchdown.
Yep.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Who? Yeah, it was all like I was feeling the Miller witch magic, so I was just like avoiding him at all costs, avoiding all his like messages. I didn't look at the messages afterwards, so I was like, not again.
Yeah.
You gotta block the evil. Well, yeah, you did squeeze out the win on Monday night, 101-78. Probably closer than it should have been for a team that had 0 points from fucking two starting wide receiver positions, but did get the win, which then put all of the pressure on Warrick's Take Mahomes Country Road team. Warrick had a pretty strong start to the season. I think he was 8-4 at one point, but just had a brutal end of the schedule. He played me last week with his whole roster on bye, and then going up against at the time he was the number 2 offense this week in Justin, and Justin did not let up. Didn't really matter what Warrick did because Justin finished with the number 1 score on the entire week, 137.24. We'll talk about this when we talk about maybe our predictions for playoffs and stuff like that, but it just feels like it doesn't really matter what Justin does, even if somebody goes down, like a Stephon Diggs. He didn't get hurt, but he just had a bad game. Fucking Joe Mixon pops off with 18. David Njoku out of nowhere, 6 for 91 and 2 touchdowns.
You're welcome.
With
Justin.
Joe Flacco.
You're welcome. Really?
I had him. I think I drafted him.
Kept them.
But you didn't keep him.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Well, yeah, Justin's he just had the magic. He's had the juice all season. Definitely continued here. Had sent him the final $40 high total amount of the week. I haven't seen him at work all week, so he made sure to text me his gloating. He specifically said, "I'm at the stadium all week, so I'll brag here." This text, just directed at me too.
That was a tough one for Warrick. And the week before that too, where he had all the bye weeks, it was just like a lucky break on my end too, because I was actually behind him 20 points. Innings like before that week, and he just had too many bye weeks. I actually had like a decent week, and it was just that's where that huge gap came out of. So.
Oh, I didn't even bring that up. You needed this just to tie him in the records. But yeah, last week you made a huge jump on him
Like a
from
six
that.
jump, I think.
Yeah, like I didn't even think about the points differential because now, right at the moment, you're up like 78 points on him or something like that. So it wasn't even close. That bye week really fucking killed him.
It was the bye week. Yep.
So with that, Warrick fell down to number 6, but because of the new rule, it's not new, it's like the 3rd year now, but because of the rule, the 6th spot automatically goes to the team not in with the highest points, and it wasn't even really close. Jose has 210 more points than Warrick does. He just had some terrible matchup luck, and Jose shared that document that showed what everybody's record would have been, and most of us would not have survived that particular path that Jose had. So sucks for Warrick, but it's hard to argue that Jose doesn't deserve a playoff spot with how good his offense can be, which we haven't gotten to my matchup yet, but it showed it could pop off for 130 plus. All right, everybody agrees. So then,
Nope.
nope. You think Warrick should have the 6th spot?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh God, this is fun, William. We're gonna get you to talk shit at some point.
Say something
today.
Say something.
We're on the matchups that already happened.
Those were the biggest ones. And then one thing to point out, William, you played against Joe. Joe was there to be had. He only put up 87 this week, which is low for him considering those names. Most of it because Jalen Hurts just got shut down. I think actually last episode Jose brought up maybe getting cute and starting Brock Purdy against Seattle in this game, and
He was right.
turned out to be quite right on that one because
It didn't
I mean,
matter.
it's just one of those things. The Eagles fumbled 3 times in Dallas territory, so he probably throws or runs in some of those touchdowns, and he looks a lot better than his 8-point game. But just a weird one. Cowboys just had all the juice going that Sunday night. Don't ask me.
And you also said it too that going into that matchup, like the Eagles just went through a brutal schedule, and we're the last of it on there. So yeah, I mean, they're probably just a little worn out, but still.
I felt like we'd win. I felt like we'd win comfortably, but
Mhm.
you can't predict 3 turnovers in opponent territory, just 3 fumbles on those things. So
Yeah.
I don't think that happens to Hurts again. Luckily for Joe, he gets to sit back and watch because he has his bye week. But even though he won, he had the same record as Justin, and because Justin had such a monster game, he did swoop up and steal the number 1 seed in front of Joe. So congrats to Justin on that.
Why do you sound upset?
Fonz, huh?
I said, why do you sound upset?
I don't know. I'm not upset. It's what it is. Who cares that my path to the playoffs is way fucking harder than Justin's path to the finals? So, all right. Fonz, you beat Isaac 107-71, and Noe, man, his team fucking balled out. Waited all season long. Drake London, 172 receiving yards. Kyle Pitts finds the end zone. Zay Flowers goes off.
Both of them, it's just wild.
Just had a good game. Just had a good game all around. So maybe sign of things to come for Noe coming into next year. But yeah, he beat Scott 102-85. All right, so with those matchups in mind, I guess we can playoff preview this one. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Justin and Joe as the 1 and 2 seeds, first round bye, which leaves the 3 versus the 6, which because of the fucking rules is me and Jose.
Rematch.
We're having a back-to-back rematch. Jose's not here to say his piece, but we'll talk about it.
That's why he's not here, dude.
Oh wait, I
He
might have
knows.
totally. I totally skipped over R. Sorry. Jose won our match big, 135-92. Fucking Zeke and Saquon playing like it's 2017. Turn it back the clock.
Fresh
on this
legs.
one.
I'm in my
was-
prime again.
It was already over, so I didn't watch the Saquon one, but I did watch Zeke on Thursday night, and just
He
the
looked-
number of fucking. I tell you this, guys, this every year. The number of times on a Thursday night I say, "Oh, this is the most points this guy's had since 5 years ago." Or this Zeke Elliott with 29 touches. Oh my, he hasn't had that many. It's like, fuck, I fucking know. It's just the universe driving me home. So that pretty much set the tone for the week. And going into it, I was like, yeah, it's probably not my week. And it was pretty much cemented when Debo went off for a 27-point effort. And then fucking Zach Wilson comes out just balling like he doesn't have a care in the world, finding Garrett Wilson a million times, even throwing to Breece Hall, who I sat because of course I did because the Jets never score any points. Breece Hall goes off for 18 on the bench. Wouldn't have mattered. I couldn't have matched Jose's 130 whatever, but just a frustrating day at the office. But hey, it didn't matter because even if I won, Joe and Justin both won, so nothing would have changed. So this was a dress rehearsal, but now Jose and I will rematch this week for the real thing.
Time to get serious.
Yeah, it's serious time. Man, I wish Jose was on because I didn't take the time to go through and talk about all-time records. I know he shared a thing in the chat, William. This is your I didn't talk about it. So that's 3, 6, 4, 5 is you two, William v. Castro. In the yin and yang tournament, almost William comes in undefeated, never having lost a playoff game. The 2 times he got in, he went all the way. Castro, on the other hand, 5 appearances, 5 losses, never won a playoff game. So, 2 impressive streaks on the line. One, it doesn't have to come to an end. It might keep going.
Oh, it's coming to an end.
We can get into that in the breakdown. Man, I wish we had some stats on this. This would be pretty fun. I did have a couple little tidbits of these particular teams coming through. So Justin, our 1 seed, he's an expansion team. Don't forget, he has never won a playoff game. He made it last year, but lost in the first round. So he's not only looking for his first title, but his first playoff win. He won't get his chance until next week when he plays the winner of you two, Castro and William. Joe, he's running Greg's old franchise, and they are just the cursed franchise. That's the one that lost in our inaugural year on a stat correction in the finals. He lost to me 1 year when Alvin Kamara got hurt in the first quarter. He lost by like less than a yard or something stupid like that. He lost last year when Joe was running the team. And obviously Joe and Jacob came in and just fucking overhauled the whole thing. They just started trading everything. So a lot on the line. His players aren't getting any younger. Castro, you've been pointing out all year that he's on the high side of the age range. And if he doesn't cash in the ship on this one, the first one ever in this franchise's history, he might be in a little bit of trouble in the coming years as these guys start to get older. We've already started to see it with Devontae Adams.
Who?
I gave you a second.
I say his full name, and then I do.
Even Eckler's had some questionable play this season. We don't know how much is injury and how much is age, but a lot on the line for Joe this year. I'm in third, going for trying to join the 2-time club with William and Jose here. I think Jose and I are tied for the most playoff appearances. This is our 7th one for each of us. I do still have the record for most playoff wins, so just trying to extend that. But taking us down to you, William, at 4. Already been over it. If you get in the playoffs to this point, you've been unstoppable. I wouldn't say this is your strongest team. I think you were a 1 seed the last 2 times you got in. But yeah, a lot of history on the line. Castro, I already pointed out yours. Looking for your first ever playoff win. If you don't get it, and Justin wins next week, the expansion team will have officially gotten a playoff win before you. And then last is Jose, going for the 3-time, as well as you, William, going for the 3-time. Trying to become the first. I know. What's funny is like Shaq used to do that. He used to openly root against guys who had the same number of titles as he did because he didn't want them to have one up on him. So I know if you don't win, you're going to be rooting against Deez. Am I wrong?
No.
I'm just happy to be here, Mario. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
The difference between William and Shaq.
I'm going to tell you a quick Chuck Norris joke real quick.
Okay.
The only thing Chuck Norris ever lost was his virginity. Boom.
Is the joke over?
Yeah, that was it.
Book. That's the one
Still
he wouldn't
in
sign, right?
Yeah. This is the one Castro gave me. Still in good shape.
I want that to be all of your dialogue for this whole playoff week. Anytime people call you out in the chat, just give a Chuck Norris joke. Just
all right, I'll
answer anything.
I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go through and be like, all right, that's the one.
Okay, well, recap, basically done. Playoff table set, only 2 games to go through. There are some loser bracket games. Fonz as one of them. I'll leave it to you to see if we want to break those down or talk about starting lineups or sort of skim through. What do you think?
I mean, the one we're talking about the shit bowlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to break down that down at all. I mean, just go over the matchups on those and who we think is going to win on those, or if we see anything in the lineups that we think should move around. Yeah, nothing too serious or lengthy that we need to go over.
Well, we're already pretty light. We're only like 25 minutes in. We only have 4 games to go through as opposed to the usual 6, so it wouldn't be terrible. So, you guys want to do those first?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I could take on the first one, Isaac versus Warrick.
Isaac and Warrick. So to set the stage, to be clear, this is the losers bracket tournament, wherein the loser advances all the way to the shit bowl final, and that person goes on to own a little toilet. And Castro, if I'm not mistaken, that is in your possession right now.
Shouldn't be, but it is.
Oh,
Where's
because of the
that?
fucking
Technicality.
Technicality.
because
It
DeMar Hamlin
happened.
died on the field. Ended the game early. Yeah, it's in your possession. So the candidates this year, I think Noe and Miller get a first round bye, automatic advancement to round 2 of the shitting. And the matchups, like you were saying, Fonz, Isaac and Warrick.
And real quick, before we go into that, I'm glad you did go over it just because I did forget about that we do want to win out of this. And so maybe for next season, we could do a better job of explaining some of these league rules that we have, or these league, like the triple, just kind of explaining that a little bit better for next season. But
Why don't you take a shit on Mario while you're doing this, Fonz? Almost every year.
You forgot the stakes of the ship bowl?
Yeah.
That the extra lottery ball goes in.
Yeah, because and I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one, but also just for outside listeners who are listening in, because I did get some feedback from some outside listeners who are just like completely lost on what we're talking about, and I was like, I don't expect you to know what we're talking about, but maybe we could do better in explaining exactly what we're talking about.
I feel like the only people who would say that are maybe people that don't know anything about fantasy football.
Probably, yeah. I think it was just one person, and yeah, she doesn't know. I don't think she does know anything about fantasy football. So,
because that would be tough if we have to explain the entire sport. Maybe we have a companion podcast where we explain.
No, not explaining like the full details of it, but I meant just as like what who are league members. I guess it's something we could talk about off air, so don't even worry about it. Okay, so for the first
Chuck
match,
Norris's proof is used as currency in Argentina.
Oh, cool.
That's all he's gonna say all episode. Chuck Norris jokes.
So, boy talking shit. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Isaac versus Warrick. We got Isaac's projection right now at 72.49 and Warrick's projection at 86.9. I mean, looking at it right away, I see Isaac has Sky Moore in again. I guess he wants to lose this matchup, so good for you, Isaac.
He should.
He needs to get Laporta in. He needs to get Puka Nacua in his lineup. I mean, I think Jake Browning is playing really well. I'm not sure who he has. I think he'd do better than Gardner Minshew.
Does Isaac possibly not know the rules to this? Does he not know that he should want to win this game?
Maybe this will be a very important one to listen to, Isaac.
We're gonna see, if he actually listens to the podcast.
Yeah, so you want to win this one.
Yes.
He needs to get Dalvin Cook the fuck out of there.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook out of there.
Nah, leave it as is, Doug. Leave it as is.
Who do you put in for him?
Chuba. Chuba.
Yeah, it's better. Way better than what he has. Dalvin Cook.
Is Jonathan Taylor still out?
Yeah, he's still out.
All right.
He's down
Get Stafford in too. Against the Commanders. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, all day.
Yeah, I like Stafford or Browning this upcoming week.
Stafford and Nacua both go in.
Nacua for Sky Moore, obviously.
For sure, obviously, yeah. Chuba in and then Laporta. He's got to get Laporta in there.
He's going to want the defense.
Get Laporta in for who? JSN?
What, you think he should go 2 tight ends?
Or get Kmet out, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get Kmet out. It's as much as I love my boy Justin Fields, the game's in Cleveland. It's going to be fucking windy.
And that defense is they're playing good.
Well, I mean, no, the Jags just put up a bunch of points on him, but I don't think Justin Fields is matchup proof. I think the Browns are going to give him a hard time.
I think their pass rush is too good, and like Justin Fields won't be able to move as much around.
Maybe.
Garrett coming at him.
Hey, random thought, because I was drinking 1877 mineral water. Deez hasn't mentioned Matty G in a while. So I just want to shout out. I just want to shout out to Matty G real quick. Hey, what's up, dude? I hope you're still watching. We're
listening.
These are. I hope he's watching now.
Yeah.
Maybe he's watching. So what's up, dude?
Yeah, drop us a like, Managey. If we make yourself known.
Fonz will take you out to dinner. Be like this video.
he likes him on Tinder. Sorry, that was not a joke. For Matty G, that was for my brother.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Managey, about this. Listen to these guys.
We're leaving the Jets into Miami.
I don't like it.
I don't know, man.
Jets
I kinda
defense
like
is
it.
pretty. Yeah, I would leave them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miami's hurting right now, and that's coming from a Tua owner. So
Yeah, there's not a lot of defenses to go grab. Some of us have quite a few on our team.
You?
No, like somebody else.
Some of us.
Hey, your punk ass is trying to pick up more.
He's preparing for the next week.
I'm preparing as if I have a future beyond this week. I may not. And you know what? If I don't, I'm picking up all the other defenses too.
you should.
So
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. 1,000%.
All right. Did we said definitively Komet out, Laporta in? Is that the final? That's the final lineup. Chuba, Nakua, Stafford.
Yep.
I'm fine if you leave the Jets. I leave the Jets.
Me too. I'm cool with that.
They had 13 against the Dolphins a couple of weeks ago. That was with a special teams touchdown, but even without that, it's a 7-point game. It's fine.
All right.
Okay. Warrick side.
Laporta. That was the last one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Laporta.
Yeah, on Warrick side, really. Oh, I didn't even go over like Isaac's starters on there. That was my bad. But Warrick
They're
side,
all on
he's
the
got
bench.
Mahomes, Gus Edwards, James Cook, Calvin Ridley, T. Higgins, T.J. Hawkinson, Odell Beckham. Man, good call on that last week, by the way, Mario. And you, Deez. Like, you guys had that pretty. I didn't believe in it, but yeah, good call.
Yeah, I fucking folded at the end because I thought Warrick was going to need something big. And I was like, maybe it's fucking, everyone's been saying Roshan all season. Maybe that's it. It is not. That is fucking, it's so annoying because this season started, Deontay Foreman was like healthy scratch. They wanted nothing to do with him. Now he just has the job. Just fuck that whole backfield.
Yeah, I agree. I just, fuck that backfield. DJ Moore, Harrison Bunker, and the Niners defense. Okay. I think he needs to put Roshan Johnson in. Let's double down.
Double down.
No, I think he's got a good lineup.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't think he needs to change anything.
No, I agree too.
I'm curious what the projection would be once Isaac makes these changes. I think it'll be pretty close.
It is.
If he makes these changes.
He needs to understand that he wants to win this game.
Maybe he doesn't want to.
Would you guys what are you thinking about Hunter Henry being on his bench versus TJ Hawkinson?
Hawk is fine.
Yeah.
Leave it.
I
choose Warrick.
Damn. I don't even think we're picking them anymore, are we?
We can do it for fun.
Just for fun, maybe.
I call you Isaac upset.
You know what? I hope Isaac loses this so you can have the Ship Bowl trophy for like doing this on purpose in his house. So you can be like, Lulu, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah. There it is. There's the first stone.
Go back to your Chuck Norris jokes, Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. Rather than being birthed like a normal child, Chuck Norris instead decided to punch his way out of his mother's womb, hence the term C-section. Yeah, that's how it was stated.
No, you really hurt Isaac's feelings for no reason.
That was easy. I pick Isaac in this one. I'm gonna go blow my. I'll be back.
Well,
Yeah, I got Warrick on this one. Sorry, my phone's about to die.
that's not good.
Yeah, I don't know why. Mm, yeah.
Are you plugged in now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Plug it in, plug it in. What do you got,
All
Mario?
right. What I got? You mean who I picked?
Work Isaac, yeah.
I picked Isaac.
Okay.
I picked Isaac.
Cool.
I got Warrick.
Alright.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. The next matchup is me versus Scott.
Oh, you're shaking already. Shaking already. All right. Well, I'll do you the honors. Fonz. In a game you want to win and a must win. What are you? You're 1-1 against Scott this year, right? You guys split the season.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what always happens. You guys, your lifetime record is like exactly at 500. All right, you got Dakota.
Right, but that makes sense for him to be my rival, right? Because we're constantly going back and forth.
For rivalry, yes, but not your ghost, not your boogeyman. Your boogeyman, you'd be like 1-10, or like 0-something. I can open up. I don't know the last time he's updated it, but I can look up from the team page who you have the worst record against, and it looks like you are 2-8 all time against Miller and 2-8 all time against Deez.
Oh.
Those are your boogeymen. I don't know if that has this year. I don't know if that has this year included, but did you beat Deez this year? I think you did. That was one of the weeks you just went off. That was one of your monster weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, well, there goes your boogeyman. It's still Scott then. It's still Scott. All right, moving on down. You got Dakota Rain at Buffalo. That'll be an interesting one. I had a good feel for the Cowboys over the Eagles. I've got no sense on this one whatsoever. Buffalo's been owning us in the Josh Allen era, so we'll see.
Is Buffalo turf?
I
think it's grass. Right?
I don't know for sure. All right, and you got AJ Dillon. Is fucking Aaron Jones alive? Is he playing football again? Don't know what that guy's deal is.
Dude, no idea.
All right, then the CD man. Man, the fucking Dak and CD has just been carrying you for weeks. Chris Olave.
You're
Dalton
welcome, Fonz.
Kincaid. Kyron Williams. Alec Pierce at the flex. We'll see. Brandon Aubrey in. I just keep seeing a wind icon for Buffalo. I don't know if it's supposed to be super windy or if it's just outdoors and that's what they're putting at. I hate those graphics sometimes.
Or they blow.
Oh. And then you got the Dolphins D against the Jets. I like that one.
Never mind.
Names of note on the bench. I don't see any. Maybe Jahan Dotson over Alec Pierce.
I think they're about the same.
Yeah. No, I leave it as is.
I would go Dotson.
Yeah, I think I go Dotson too. I think
with Pierce.
It would have been a shootout.
I'm hoping for a shootout. Yeah, I think the Rams are going to score easily, and Washington loves to throw the fucking football, and I don't think they have their D-Rob back just yet. So he'll be slinging it. Maybe you get lucky.
Okay. Yeah, probably move Jahan Dotson then.
Well then, or you can put your boy Mingo.
For fun
For funskies.
Gonna win that. Well, let's look at what does Scott got? Am I afraid of his matchups?
Let's see. He's got Jordan Love. How did Jordan Love? I didn't see any of that Monday night game. Oh, he had a rough game.
garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah, they should have not lost. But they were garbage.
Right now, he's got the double B Robs, although not Bijan, missed practice again today. Not a great sign for the hamstring. He may not end up playing. He does have Bijan. Then he's got Waddle. Waddle going against the Jets, though. And actually, Waddle hasn't been that great this year. Wide receiver 27.
Not when they the whole year, yeah.
Yeah. 6 for 82 the other night.
I mean, he had an opportunity to be great with Tyreek out, but did not.
I don't know if you were saying this, Castro, but he did look good against the Jets a couple weeks ago. Probably because Tyreek commands so much attention.
Yeah.
Then we got Cortland Sutton, Trey McBride, Devin Singletary, Amari Cooper, McManus, the Jags kicker, and Cleveland defense against Chicago. You both have good defensive matchups this week.
Yeah.
I don't think I changed a thing on his side. There's nothing on his bench that I like.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I agree. Well, there it is, Fonz.
I choose my brother.
Damn.
Yeah, you'll get 3 more points to your projection if you put Dotson in. So you'll be a 99 to 91 favorite. Come on, Fonz. You're not the same old. You're not 0-8, Fonz.
The number 8.
No way. No.
This is different.
Yeah, I'm on a win streak too.
There you go.
Yeah, I should win this.
I'll pick Fonz.
Dang.
What, Castro?
I said I picked Fonz.
Triple threat. We all believe in you, Fonz.
Oh.
Go retire. Go right off into the sunset and then wait for 2024.
Here's
All right.
here's another joke. Hold on. Chuck Norris's calendar goes straight from March 31st to April 2nd. No one fools Chuck Norris.
I got a joke. You want to hear a joke? I'm just going to read your lineup.
Nope. Keep talking that shit.
Oh.
Keep talking that shit.
We're getting him.
You want to talk about brother?
All right. We got our 2 winners tournament matchups going
Pull
up.
out my wig.
You 2 are the big one. You're probably the spilled milk, especially because Deez isn't here to talk about his matchups. So if one of you guys wants to tackle mine, we'll let Fonz do yours at the end, and we're done. This will be a quick one.
I can do it.
I like that.
Deez versus Mario. Playoff matchup numero uno. Right now, as it stands, Deez is projected 97 points to Mario's 93. I'll start it off with Deez. Deez from QB down. QB, Josh Allen. Running backs 1 and 2 is Barkley and Elliott. No wide receiver for wide receiver 1.
That's your lineup, Deez.
It's because Keenan Allen got put out.
He just got, that was today.
Mm-hmm.
Debo Samuels in the other wide receiver spot. George Kittle at tight end. Garrett Wilson and Devon H. Both in the flex spot. 2 for the kicker. It's the Falcons kicker and Kansas City defense. Looking at the bench. I mean, I guess you have to go. I would take do Adam
Foreman
in that wide receiver spot. Just to fuck.
Please put
you. You are right. I absolutely.
Don't say you would do that. You wouldn't have the stones to do that.
I would have the stones. I'd have the stones. Do it, Deez. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
It has to come. Who? I mean, you Johnson.
Deontay Johnson.
He would probably go Deontay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fucking 2 weeks ago. He put Adam Thielen in, so he's there. He's on the radar, and he actually had not a terrible game this past week.
Yeah, he had 70 yards.
Look at Mario trying to sell it so hard.
Nah, but Atlanta's defense is actually Yeah, I say go Deontay.
Shut up, William.
Shut up.
That is the only mark he has on his shoes. What wide right?
No, the bigger one. He's still on IR. He might bring him back this week. Christian Watson.
No, Jordan Love sucks.
But he's been clicking. I mean, I shouldn't be saying anything, but I'm just telling you what he's already thinking. If Watson plays, given how good of a game he had last time Jose benched him, I don't even know who they're playing against.
Watson mispracticed again today.
It's a good matchup, but even then, Jordan
Nah,
Love,
dude.
he's not like
Packers.
You put
Packers
Watson
versus
in.
Tampa.
If he plays, you put Watson in. He's gonna get you a touchdown.
No, he's not.
It's Packers versus Tampa Bay. Is that the matchup you're asking for, Mario?
That is, yes. And Tampa, I think they're like 28th against wide receivers as far as points allowed.
They are. I still don't like it though.
I say Watson if he plays. If not,
Adam Thielen.
I want to say it. Deontay.
I say Adam.
What?
I say Adam Thielen for the.
Ooh, shit! That tells you everything you need to know, Deez.
You got to think too. Deontay Johnson has Mitchell Trubisky at QB, so I don't know if that scares you or not.
That's all I got.
I mean, didn't Trubisky play last week?
He did.
And Johnson put up a touchdown with him. So yeah, I mean, you got to trust that.
He's got 2 back-to-back touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. But one of them was with Trubisky.
I don't know, D. It's a tough call. I still say D.
I already said my piece.
Any other suggestions for D's? Defenses, maybe?
I've said more than I should have said already. This is on you guys.
I've said enough.
I think we're good on his side.
What about the Bengals defense over
over
the Chiefs defense?
I'm making cuts just so you guys simply have a full projection to look at. All right, that's the kind of guy I am, motherfuckers.
Do you not have a full lineup?
No, because I couldn't make swaps because of a guy in IR. Yeah.
Go over his lineup, Castro.
Did you do it already? I got to refresh.
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh, okay, bumped your projections up to 94. On Mario's side, QB, smart move, Sam Howell versus the Rams. I like shootout.
This is the stressful one because it's always scary to bench Justin Fields, who could break off a 40-yard rushing touchdown at any moment. But it's just at fucking Cleveland. I've seen him have enough bad games. The rushing floor is going to be there. He's probably going to get 50 to 70 yards rushing, but I've seen him have 70 yards rushing and only score 10 points because he did nothing in the air.
I think this is a smart move. This is you listening to your head and not your heart.
And not your dick.
Exactly. For the RBs, you got Derrick Henry, Big Tick Derrick Henry, Will's favorite. And then Breece Hall makes the lineup. Wide receivers, it's going to be A.J. Brown and Tyreek Hill. Tight end, Chigo Okonkwo. I didn't struggle too, like me. Or like everyone.
Fuck it, yeah, Mark Andrews went out. Okonkwo's actually gotten decent usage, and I'm encouraged that Will Levis is like semi-competent. He's got 5+ targets each of the last 3 games. He hasn't scored all year, so he's certainly due. So there's a chance.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I like Will Levis too. He has a cannon for an arm. Justin Jefferson, the injury didn't scare you. Starting him up. And then...
It's just bad vibes all year with him. Just finally comes back and gets his chest blown up on his second catch and leaves the game right away. But he said today he's playing.
He has a weird QB though situation. He's not even getting Dobbs. He's getting Nick Mullins. We'll see. Jaden Reed, Packers. Is his name Jaden? Is that his name?
Yes.
Jaden.
I like him, because he he doesn't have to rely on Jordan Love throwing it to him. He's more of that gadget dude. He's like Debo Samuel's light.
It's 100% what I've referred to him as. It's Devo light because he's still just a rookie. He's not as big or as physical, but they seem to want to manufacture touches to get the ball in his hands. So if Christian Watson's out, his numbers are ridiculously better in terms of target share. Even though he had a fucking JSN light game, 8 catches for like 27 yards this past week, he went nowhere. But if they're gonna give him the ball that many times, yeah, I'll take my chances that he just breaks loose.
Yeah. Kicker Matt Gay and from the Colts, and then the Raiders defense. I don't know if I like that one.
That is based.
Another option.
No, I do. I picked up the Rams early specifically for this one. But here's the thing: the Rams, they're insurance because if Sam Howell throws a pick, I break even. I lose 2 points, but I get 2 points since he's my starting quarterback. If every time he gets sacked, at least I get a point out of it with the defense, and so on and so forth. And he does get sacked quite a bit, especially with Aaron Donald. The thing is, I don't know. Am I playing insurance or am I playing floor safe or am I trying to swing harder because Easton Stick is getting the start on a short week for the Chargers, going against, I hope, Max Crosby. He's questionable, but if he plays, Max Crosby. And now Keenan Allen is out. And Josh Palmer's coming back. It's his first game from IR. They have nobody. They're going to focus in entirely on Austin Eckler. And with this Easton Stick kid coming in. So the safe floor play is the Rams. The home run shot is the Raiders. And it's a relatively safe play there too because I mean what is the Chargers offense going to do? They haven't looked good with Herbert.
And the Raiders defense is good too. Like I think it's a good start over everybody else you have on there.
I don't know. There's been like a stigma too about like the backup QBs and like
doing well.
Yeah, and I feel like a primetime game like this feels like before like primetime games is where the backups have been going off. Like DeVito this past Monday, Jake Browning blew up on his Monday like primetime game. Like I could see them like just, and there's that thing too where if you don't see a player play, you just don't know what they're capable of. I believe that's a real thing. I think I would go Rams just for because I think you'll get a lot of and and it's going to be a shootout, so you'll have a lot of throwing opportunity.
That is the enticing part, is that I'm afraid of Easton Stick, that they're going to keep it simple. A lot of dump-offs to Eckler, a lot of stuff up the middle, and I don't know that he gets a ton of dropbacks, although he got 24 pass attempts in this last game against Denver, which, it's maybe indicative if he's going to drop back 24 times. So I don't know. I hope Max Crosby does not play because then my decision's easier. I'll swap him out.
Yeah, if Max Crosby for sure, I'd swap it out. I see like this. I see it right now. Same thing you say, like, oh, this Stick kid, like, well, his journey here has been this, and look at him now. Like, everyone counted him out. Like, do that just like stupid Tommy
DeVito. Dude, it's a division game though, and Fonz, you're right. The Raiders have been no joke. I mean, they just held Minnesota to 3.
It was a trash-ass game, but yeah, the defense was out there. Like, yeah, they did their job,
and they got 5 sacks on the quarterback there,
and they're still in the hunt for the playoffs. So I like it, and they're playing at home in Las Vegas. So yeah, I don't know. I like it whether Max Crosby plays or not. I like the Raiders defense on this matchup.
So do I.
Oh yeah. Here's the problem. And we'll get to it when we talk about our horses and stuff like that. But some people have just had the magic where just every button they push works. I've not had that magic this year. So, I mean, coming back this last week, the Steelers got me 4 points. They were getting lit up. The Patriots had not scored more than 6 points in like 3 weeks. They get 21 in the first half, and Bailey Zappi is like the second coming of Tom Brady all of a sudden. It's like everything logically made sense. And as the week went on, I was like, man, should I have maybe started the Packers? Like, how could I have seen this? Every stat said I was correct. I had every reason to make that start. And the fucking Steelers just choked it away. So, yeah, whichever one I pick, I feel like will be the wrong one. the Steelers play the Raiders play tomorrow, Thursday. So we're gonna know pretty early. If they leave with like 6 points, I'll
That's
be
right.
fucking dying inside for 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either of them's gonna give you like a game-winning, like, because I think the Raiders' biggest game this year is 9 points, 11 point. Oh no, they had a 16-point game against the Giants.
Yeah.
I feel like they've been pretty consistent with fantasy points on their defense and their.
I do like Aaron Donald too over Max Crosby.
I feel like I've heard, maybe it's primetime games, but I feel like I've heard Crosby's name a lot more this year than Donald.
I think it's just
feel
because
the
of
same
primetime
way,
games.
but I think it's because of that. Yeah, for whatever reason, the Raiders have been on primetime games.
I just always see highlights from Aaron Donald, and it's like him ripping into like 2 dudes every time.
But it feels like, okay, if Aaron Donald doesn't get to the quarterback, then they give up so much in the air. Like after that, like if it's not Aaron Donald, it's nobody else.
Well, here's the thing: the Washington Commanders give up the most sacks, I think.
They do give up a lot of sacks on the season. Aaron Donald, 43 tackles, 6 sacks. Max Crosby, 76 tackles, 13.5 sacks. More than double Aaron Donald this year.
No, I mean, I do like that. I'm afraid of them. I mean, what's the number? Defense loses points the more offense the other team scores points. So that's where I'm afraid of right there.
Right. That every time, if I'm rooting for Sam Howell, there's going to be a catch with it, right? Every time he scores, it's going to
I
be a
don't
small
like
little
that.
thing.
Yeah. I'm not okay with that.
So it's like, it's the safe play. If he throws a pick, well, at least I broke even. And if he gets sacked, well, at least I got a point. But every time he scores, which is what I want, it's going to be offset. So maybe that's the tiebreaker there. I mean, I see it both ways. I know he gets sacked a lot, and it has that floor, but it's a bit of a conundrum. I'll also say if Christian.
I was gonna say maybe if you're swinging for the fences, maybe I do put in Justin Fields and then switch that defense to LA.
Yeah,
I need to look more at Cleveland. I don't know how they do against mobile
I don't
quarterbacks.
like it. I don't know how they do against mobile quarterbacks. I just know that I don't like Jim Schwartz. I love the guy. I like how he calls defense, and they're always super aggressive.
Yeah.
And I think we like, dude, rip his head off if he tries to run.
I kept him.
That kind of coach.
It's scary. Hal has been consistent this year. He's been steady. He hasn't been a dud for any of these. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll talk about it right now. My other move, if Christian Watson does start, Jaden Reed would probably come out, and I'd have to put in reluctantly Javonte Williams, who's
Dang,
just
you
playing.
think so? Well, yeah. Nah.
Just Christian Watson gets too much attention, and I don't want to play a head-to-head Jaden Reed against Watson. So I'd rather take my chances with Javonte, but he's just got a tough matchup against the Lions.
I was gonna say I kind of like Demario Douglas if he plays. So they're gonna be playing from behind.
Yeah, we think, but the Chiefs' defense is pretty good, and he's been injured for a couple weeks now. It's his first game back. One thing I was thinking about when Breece Hall was going off on the bench was like, I'm not gonna be the guy who sat his studs and regretted it. So coming in, got all the big names. The big names were in.
Start him.
I think Jaden for Javonte is fair, so that one I can sleep over. But like, not sitting Jefferson, not sitting Tyreek, not sitting AJ Brown, not sitting Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Those guys are just in.
You gotta start him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Yeah.
One last thing on Jose's side, I feel like I have to play off Josh Allen every fucking year. It used to be always on Miller's team, and now that Miller has traded him to Jose, I get to experience it again. It's like an annual tradition. I'm like wrapping presents on a weekend, and Josh Allen is just fucking me. So somewhere in the meantime, he's playing the Cowboys. I don't know.
It's a double-edged sword there because you know they're gonna have to score points because the Cowboys have been putting up points.
Yeah, but it's like, is it Jalen Hurts style where he's just out there trying to force it? He's a must-pass situation because the Cowboys have good. Like, I have no sense of this game whatsoever. It's gonna be It's gonna be an interesting watch. But I was just not excited that I get to. I've played this is like the fourth fucking time I've played this dude, and he always puts up 35 on me.
All right, pick 'em. Fonz.
This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. Damn.
Pick one.
Out of everything that we talked
Oh
about,
my god.
what? Do you know who you're gonna choose?
Yeah.
Then say who you're gonna choose while I think about it.
I'm choosing Deez. I think Mario has too many questionable people.
Fonz.
Okay, after you go, I'm not ready.
All right. I wasn't haggling you. It was your brother. Yeah. I was letting you take your time. Fine, I'll go Fonz. I think I'm gonna go with Deez too. I think Deez is just like keeping up at the right time. And it's gonna be tough. I could see like a close game though, but I'm Mark's on your side. Yeah, I go Deez.
Yeah, I still haven't really decided, but
Oh my god.
it's because I really think Mario's gonna win this one. But we talked about it last night online. It's just like things have just not been going his way. Like, and that's where, yeah, I think Mario's. I want Mario to win this. I think he's gonna win this, but I'm pretty sure D's gonna come out with the win on this one. I mean, we should get a good matchup on this one. Hopefully. We get a really good close-up match on this, and it's going to come down to that one decision that you made wrong.
So who are you picking?
Should not be a first round
I'm picking
matchup.
Mario. I'm picking Mario, but I just have a feeling it's not going to go that
No
way.
buts. You're picking Mario. Got it.
Well, he's alluding to something we talked about last night, which is there's 6 teams. We're all vying for the cup. We can each speak to our own. Obviously, it's hard to do so without a bias, but Big Fonz, you can lead this one. You have some
Yeah,
power rankings for the playoff teams on
yeah.
who you
I
think
got a
holds the
playoff.
most. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Should we cover our spilled milk game first before we do that?
No, we can go into this ranking. That way we finish it off with that
No,
on there.
let's do this thing. Let's say that till the
Well,
end.
then what the fuck you asked me for to do it?
I didn't ask. I fucking ask you.
Do it, Castro. God.
Take us in, Fonz. Take us into this matchup. We already know who you're picking.
All right. I apologize to the listeners. Castro just upsets me for no reason.
I didn't ask. Damn it.
All right. We got Castro be my brother. We got Castro projected currently right now 91.9 to my brother's 95.7.
Whoa, he's got a full roster set.
So yeah, let's go. Let's go Castro side first here.
Is Baker Mayfield really your starting quarterback?
That's my starting QB. He did
Down.
solid last week.
You're down bad, man.
Didn't even stop Tommy DeVito.
Baker Mayfield, starting QB, RB1, Alvin Kamara, RB2, Jahmyr Gibbs, wide receiver 1, Jamar Chase, and then DK Metcalf. We got Logan Thomas in the tight end, DeAndre Hopkins is the flex option, and then Najee Harris as the second flex option. Dustin Hopkins, the kicker.
Everyone does that.
Yeah. Sorry, you just see Deep Hopkins and then you look at the picture in the Browns. It's like, oh shit, that's not DeAndre.
I love that. I have the on my team.
Yeah. And then Atlanta's defense. Derek Carr, trash. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? Brandon Cooks. Huh? You're not gonna put him in there? You're not gonna sneak him in there?
No, not against Buffalo.
I don't like it. Uh, got really nobody else.
Dobbs. Maybe Dobbs.
I mean, he didn't even do good last game. Like,
The
I don't
touchdown
know.
streak has gone a little cold. Lately, even in the absence of Christian Watson. Tampa
Yeah.
Bay is 28th against wide receivers, so it would seem like he's overdue. But the obvious swap there is probably Najee. So it's a matter of dude, I have such a hard time with that guy. I have no sense on him whatsoever.
Najee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I'm playing matchup for Najee. Um,
which is smart. Yeah.
but I'm Najee's a little banged up right now. What I'm hoping is I don't think he practiced today. I hope he just doesn't play this game, sits out.
Full practice today.
I was damn it. That was yesterday.
Full practice.
Just
Before we go
immediately.
down this road.
Yeah. It's just like I wish it was one of them. Like I would love either just Najee or just Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren right now looks good. Like he's looks way more explosive than him. But I just think Najee's the touchdown upside guy. Like I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I'll probably maybe consider is Brandon Cooks, but I mean, I know you don't trust that. It's hard for me to even trust that, but yeah, I think your safe choice is Najee Harris.
Yeah, I think that's what I have to do.
I don't really,
I think you're right. I think you're right.
yeah, I really don't have any other suggestions here for you on your side.
The Saints against the Giants was tempting, but apparently Tommy DeVito is just the man now. So
That was my
Yeah, that's the only reason why I consider that. Yeah, Tommy DeVito.
yeah. Now he has a stigma about him. Like so now, yeah, I'm scared of it. Beforehand, I was like, man, I'm gonna have like a plethora of defenses to choose from, and like I was like, no, dude, I don't remember who they were playing. Oh, it was the Titans, but I was like, no, because Will Levis just went off, so it was very clear. Okay, the Atlanta Falcons, because Bryce Young doesn't do anything.
You got to count on them getting Bryson throwing an interception or at least holding them to no touchdowns. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I
uh,
wouldn't change it. I mean, Dobbs is tempting because of the touchdown upside, but just the production, the yard production really isn't there. So if he doesn't score, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, and I feel like Najee for sure. Every time they get close, Najee does get a look at the end zone or a try. So, and
You could-
he's a QB. I imagine they don't want him to throw, so they're going to use backs.
You could roll the dice with your rookie Easton Stick, Josh Palmer. He's the only guy left.
You know, I would actually, if I were to go that route, I think I would want Quentin Johnson only because I feel like he probably throws to Quentin Johnson the most in practices and stuff. So he probably feels just
True.
because they practice together since he's the third wide receiver in the thing.
Yeah.
That's right.
That would be getting way too cute though to go Quentin Johnson.
I mean, he finally found his hands last week. So hopefully way more before I could do that.
Well, and then riding with Baker. He did have a good. He's been better than people think. He's been steady. You know, he's no Sam Howell, but he's trying.
no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody questions his effort. It's just that sometimes the effort doesn't result in a win, which matters at the end.
Actually, he had a few tough games before Atlanta, but yeah, I think like 16, 17 is a fair. Just like don't have your QB lose you the game. You know, like a 5-point game or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like he could. Like when I'm not projecting to go like over. If he gets anything over 20, that's a plus in my book. But like as far as I can see, like I see him getting 15 to 17 points, and that's like all right. That's a good game. I'll take that all day.
All right. Next one.
Are the Bucks in the? Are they in the hunt for the playoffs? Right?
The division.
Everyone's in the hunt in that trash division.
Yeah, they need a win. Like,
dude, yeah, no, man. Okay. To my brother's side, we got Tua Tagovailoa, DeAndre Swift, Kenneth Walker, Rashee Rice, Nico Collins. I don't know about that one.
Is he playing?
Isaiah Likely. He's questionable. He missed last game.
Missed
He's
practice today,
questionable.
too.
Yeah. Isaiah Likely, Isaiah Pacheco coming back, Jerome Ford, Jake Moody, and Indianapolis Colts all in his starting line.
Pacheco also missed practice today.
Okay.
I set up a lineup. Okay, that's what I did.
Why don't you say with people that are going to play?
We don't know. We don't know if they're gonna play or not. It's just Wednesday. It's barely Wednesday.
So
Wednesday.
you got DeAndre Swift going
It's
against
Wednesday,
Seattle.
my dudes.
You got Tua going against the Jets. I kind of like DeAndre Swift against Seattle. I think they pick up a little bit more on using DeAndre Swift, and I feel like they can run on Seattle. So I feel like that's a good one. However, Kenneth Walker going against the Eagles. I mean, damn. I guess you had to start him. Mm, yeah, you probably don't have anybody else.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
interesting. Both your starting running backs are Monday Night Football, so you guys are going to have to fucking sit and wait. The worst.
Ew, I didn't notice
Rashee Rice, I think you got to count on that being more consistent on that one. So put up a touchdown for you last week. So that's good.
that. Pat
Okay.
Mahomes is gonna be. Go ahead.
Well,
Let's
even when he did play bad, like he was still getting the ball to Rashee Rice. So
He's finally starting to get on the field more. I don't know how many times those receivers have to prove that they're all trash. Kadarius Toney specifically. So just at some point, I know he's a rookie and it's a complicated system or whatever, but he's the only guy consistently producing when he's on the field. So stop fucking rotating him out. Get him on the damn field.
yeah.
Seems like they finally let that sink in. And like, if they don't do it
Oh
after
yeah, you're
this
right.
week, when Pat Mahomes is blowing up on people, I don't know what's gonna happen. The only scary part, the only thing New England's good at is defense. So I could see it being
They,
like another 20-point game.
yeah.
All right,
We'll
let's
see.
let's pretend your two guys who missed practice, Nico Collins and Pacheco, are both out.
Okay.
I mean, you don't even have a lot to choose from. You need a wide
Jacoby
receiver.
Jacoby Myers. Didn't he do good for you last time? No, he didn't. That's exactly what you were afraid of. What else we got here?
Well,
Rashad
they said
Bateman.
they don't know what quarterback they're starting tomorrow. So
The Raiders. Oh,
the
Jimmy G.
Raiders,
If it's Jimmy G, you probably want
Oh, you
Myers, right?
want? Mm-hmm.
there's they're not. I guess they're gonna make a decision tomorrow. I'm hoping it's Jimmy G. If it is Jimmy G, that would be great.
Okay. And Pacheco's out. Flex wise, you have two choices: Hollywood Brown or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm going to disregard Shaheed and maybe Josh Downs. I think you said it a couple weeks ago that he's still a rookie and you're expecting too much from him. I don't know if he's ready for prime time just yet.
Yeah, nah, I don't think he's ready yet. He's getting there. He's cooking. I'm gonna let him cook though. Um,
So yeah, Marquise Brown is
I
CEH.
CH didn't do bad that bad for me last week. He put up some. What did he put up?
They both have not fun matchups.
Yeah,
CEH at New England and Hollywood Brown against the Niners.
Man.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think part of me would go CH. I don't know if I trust Hollywood Brown yet.
Wouldn't blame you. Did he leave the game early last week against Pittsburgh?
I guess so. He missed practice again. He missed practice today.
He only played half the snaps. So that might make your choice easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll point out they did play the Niners once already this year. 7 catches for 96 yards on the game. That was with Josh Dobbs, though. So I don't know what the deal is with Kyler Murray. He did have 12 targets in the Rams game in Week 12, but then he got hurt last week, so he didn't really get to see. I'm sorry, he got hurt in Week 13, so we didn't really get to see if that would continue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nico Collins.
Oof.
That's an early game, so you should know pretty early on if Nico Collins is going to play. Yeah. If Nico's healthy, I guess you're going to go with him. And then your flex spot is just CH or Jacoby Myers, depending on what happens. Oh, well, shit. Now you got to decide about Jacoby by tomorrow.
Oh, Jacoby, you got to do it on Thursday. Wow.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got to
If Jimmy G
decide.
plays, I feel like I'm gonna go Jacoby.
Okay.
I think I'm with you there, and just put him in your wide receiver spot so you have the flex open still. But I would even consider like maybe Jacoby over Pacheco, just because that is a tough matchup. He's not 100% healthy, and you already have Rashee Rice, so you'd have two Chiefs going. So it would be the craziest thing to go Nico Pacheco. I'm sorry, to go Nico Jacoby and Rashee Rice. You know what I mean?
If Nico plays.
Yeah, still wait
If
till
Nico
tomorrow.
plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Nico plays, he's going in.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. But what I'm saying is, at that point,
Yeah.
Jacoby versus Pacheco.
Put in Jacoby.
I'm just saying it's a conversation.
Yeah.
So there's a world where you're not starting Pacheco at all.
I don't know.
Look up the Niners run defense stats. I don't know them off the top of my head. I just know they're a stingy fucking defense in general.
No, they play New England.
Who did I
They're
say?
playing the Visa.
Who did I say?
Niners.
Niners.
Oh, yeah, I meant Patriots.
I can tell you right now they held Najee and Jalen Warren in check.
There's a free tip, William.
But then that leaves you with two running backs on Monday. God, going against each other.
You'd rather have the two
Ooh.
than be against the two, would you not?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, good luck, bro.
It's gonna be sweaty. It's gonna be a sweaty.
Good luck.
What happened to your projection? Oh, you don't have a player in. Yeah, lose to Nico. No fun.
Yeah, you just gotta hope everybody else performs well.
Damn. I
That's
just
how
saw
much it's for you.
that Pacheco had 20 and 18 in his last two games. I might have to take back what I said. I didn't realize that
Dude, yeah, Pacheco's been looking good.
he's been good.
That's what's like. I found it crazy that he's not gonna have him in the. There's a world that where he's not gonna have him in his lineup.
Depends on his health. Looking at that, seeing that now, and how much they seem to like him around the goal line. If he gets a clean bill of health, he's a full go. Then yeah, he's probably got to play. But if you start Jacoby tomorrow, then that's not a choice. You either have to sit Nico or Pacheco. But it seems like one of them's gonna miss, right? Like they'll both play. Right?
Yeah. One of them's got to miss. Yeah, one of them's not healthy here. He's ready to go. Should be an easy decision.
Hopefully. This is the fucking annoying part about this, man. It's like they handpick games for this too. That this is a perfect game on Thursday night for this to happen.
Yeah, it should be such a boring game, but only because we're invested with these players that it's gonna be a game that we watch. Otherwise, I wouldn't give a fuck about this game.
That's the brilliance of gambling and fantasy football, that they keep eyes glued because people have all these other interests. Nobody gives a fuck about Easton Stick and the 4-win Chargers otherwise.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Were we clear at all?
Very clear.
Do your thing. Do your thing. What you've done, you got here because you followed your instincts, Leo.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one who's never lost a playoff game, right? So don't listen to us. I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I got my own shit to deal with in the loser bowl.
Can we pick it? There's only two of us to pick them.
I'm not picking.
You're just staying neutral for the first time ever. Your brother's
What?
game.
Yeah.
That's as good as picking against him.
Nah. For some reason, my brother thinks I get in his head whenever I choose him for some stupid reason.
Then choose
He gets
me.
so upset. I don't want to choose you, so I'm staying
Pick
quiet.
me. Pick me.
I'm looking for the quote here. Hold on.
For the Chuck Norris joke. Well, I'll fucking be the only one to pick this game then. Too many injury questions. Your quarterback's going up against the Jets, which is the worst matchup possible for quarterbacks. Played them a few weeks ago. Put up 7.82. Miami did not look great this past week. Too many good position players on the other side. Castro, your first ever playoff win at the expense of William. That's what I call.
Wow.
Mm.
Had a good run, Will. But yeah, you are one of the teams we have a hardest time setting a lineup with, just because you don't have those no doubt alpha guys. We have to pick like 3 different flexes every week.
Yeah.
It's a
Which
tough
is why
combo.
I have my brother as the lowest in my playoff ranking as the last one. Out of the 6 that are in the playoffs right now, he's my lowest one. Number
Let's hear the
6.
Fonz power rank. We've gone through all 4 of the games. Let's hear the Fonz power rankings, playoff squads.
All
Chuck
right,
Norris doesn't sleep. He waits. That's all I got.
All I have to say.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. So yeah, I was kind of just putting the rankings together and what I was kind of who I
Give a
have
shit
thinking
about
winning
your
and
power
losing.
rankings.
All right. At number 6, I got my brother. At number 5, I have Castro. At number 4, I got Joe as the lowest scorer.
Damn. No respect, Joe.
And number 3, I got Mario. Number 2, I got Deez. And then number 1, I got Justin.
Any arguments? Any arguments to those power rankings?
Justin, if you lose, it's because Fonz put your number. That's why.
Yeah, if he does lose, I'd love for him to come at me.
Well, if he still had Deshaun Watson on his squad, I would guarantee he was not going all the way. Did finally get him off for the karma points. It's tough to argue. We were talking about this last night. Like obviously 3 of us are in the playoffs, so we have high hopes. You get in, anything could happen. So just got to get hot at the right time. I just personally, I don't want to go on a long rant about my own team, but I just the mojo hasn't been there. Like I said, I make the starts that make sense for like defense or special teams or whatever, and it just doesn't go that way. Justin Jefferson misses 7 weeks, comes back, gets his chest blown up. Justin Fields misses 5 games. Nick Chubb, Mark Andrews down for the year. I just have not had that fucking upward trend of happening. I've just been steady, and I don't have much reason to believe it's going to change now. I'll set my lineup. I'll put the best foot forward, but just the stars have not been on my side for this year.
The fantasy
So,
gods.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck I did, but that's hasn't been lining up. So if I was picking a horse, I would not pick myself. On the flip side, a team like Justin feels like King Midas over here. Everything that fucking guy touches has turned to gold this season. Even when he has a down week, I can't even see his goddamn team right now. But just off the top of my head, even just Rashad White just becoming top 6
Relevant.
running back over the I don't know, so under the radar. He would tell me about him week after week, but he was just living on his taxi squad. The year prior, Amon-Ra living on a taxi squad. These guys just become absolute studs. CJ Stroud, he plucks in the 3rd round, breaks off setting rookie records because nobody liked him or nobody believed in him.
Fonz
didn't believe in him specifically. But I mean, Tony Pollard hasn't had the touchdown equity, hasn't mattered because all the other players have stepped up, and it just Joe Mixon. It's like anytime a player goes down, another one rises up. Joe Mixon was doing nothing all year. Now Stephon Diggs started to slow down. Mixon's popping off for 18 points a game. He should have been dead after Joe Burrow went down. Just everything. And the fucking Cowboys defense has been going off for him. Just everything has been sort of breaking his way, and I don't think anyone else has that narrative. Castro's had terrible injury luck throughout the year. William, according to the stats, is the biggest pretender in the playoffs right now.
Whoa.
Jose, who has had worse luck than
Whoa.
Jose, is like, it doesn't matter how many points he puts up. He's third in offense, and he's got 6 wins. He's below 500. And then Joe's been dealing with his injuries. I feel like we've all had the worst narrative. And if I'm looking at the stars, the guys, it does seem to be favoring Justin.
It's
Fuck
just
that.
one that's going in 100% healthy.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I feel like everyone's got a lot of their IR slots filled in. I don't know about Justin.
I'm having trouble bringing up this team on the spot. But
I'll try to look it up right now.
But it's like, he acquires Raheem Mostert, who was doing well when he got him, but he just never stays healthy. And Devon Achane coming back hasn't mattered. Fucking 20 points this last game. It just everyone's cooking.
Justin's IR slot is completely empty.
He
He has everybody healthy.
You see what happens when you cut Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I get hit.
He's going to be tough. And because he snaked the 1 seed, now he's playing the winner of William and Castro. And we just said William's got the weakest off, just objectively. I'm not being mean. Just he's got the
you're not
lowest
being mean?
points for. It's just a fact. You've got the lowest offense in the playoffs.
You used the word
Castro,
pretender.
Well, yeah, that was a little mean. But But Castro's coming in. He's missing Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase was obviously tied to Burrow. Jonathan Taylor's not in. So Justin's going to first-round bye, and then he plays the winner of you two. Then he's got to play whoever survives the fucking gauntlet between me and Deez round 1. The winner of that plays Joe round 2, and then goes on to face either one of you two or fucking Justin after that. So it seems like it's lined up, and if he does it, congrats. Congrats to the expansion team. So for 3 weeks away, he's going to have to earn it.
And yeah. I mean, I could be swayed to think maybe I trade you and Joe Mario in the rankings, but yeah, that's what I got so far on it.
I might have told you my karma's so bad that he's gonna fucking. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, yeah, when I said that ranking last night, that was before our talk that we had after that. So, yeah, I could be swayed to switch you and Joe around on that one.
Joe's got a lot more on the line than I do. Like, I'll get healthier next year. Still got a first-round pick. Jaden Reed will be a sophomore. There's some prospects coming up. Joe, I don't think he has a first-rounder until like 2027 now or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get his payment for the next 2 years.
Don't you dare quit on this, Joe.
I want him to be there for the hard years.
Well, did we do it?
We're done.
We're done.
We did it.
Get it done.
Well, best of luck to all the competing teams this week. Joe, Justin, enjoy your bye. Feet up on the couch. And when you have the bye week, you're just sitting there hoping that your players stay healthy. That's all you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So we'll see. You get to sit and watch, but yeah, it's here. It starts tomorrow, Thursday night.
Woo!
Football, Raiders, Chargers. Are we going to see Jacoby? Are we going to see Raiders D? I don't know. I'll put you in.
Hey, Castro, good luck, dude. Good luck, dude.
Come
Hey,
on.
this is your chance. This is your chance to saying who's going to slip the first good game when the game's over.
You know who it's going to be. Don't
All right, Big Willie signing out. See y'all later.